Hello, everybody. Cedric and CJ here. CR Wrestling Commentary. And this will be something different. We're late in because we can't find it, but at the same time, we will be reviewing WOW, Women of Wrestling, episode 4.
Yeah, we couldn't get our hands on 1 through 3.
Couldn't do that, but it's all good. It's all good. So we saw WOW before, but it had gotten canceled, and we were just looking up on YouTube, and it seemed like, honestly, it was just great. It looked amazing. We were just
enjoying it.
Yes,
enjoying it.
We became one with the storylines. We were really engrossed into it. It was good. So, hiatus. They find syndication. They upload the full episodes, allegedly full episodes, up on YouTube. They're 34 minutes on average. And this one opens up with a tag team tournament matchup.
And the opponents are the Tonga twins, Chaos and Kona, versus Princess Aussie and Tiki Shimoro.
So, the tag match, not to keep these long, okay? We don't want to make the review go longer than the show, but because we can do that because we just love wrestling.
Yes.
But look, it was good. It was. Now, I don't know if the crowd is paid off or not. I don't know what's going on, but they were
live. They were all the way live.
It was booming in there, and it just didn't end. Look, I didn't. They're polished. They seem polished anyway.
Yeah.
Not too many mistakes per se.
A couple.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's no biggie. Tiki, she went to drop kick. I think it was Chaos in the corner, but Chaos had got up and Tiki missed her probably by about 5 minutes. Normally I go on a state, or something like that, or certain miles. But it's about 5 minutes. She missed her about 5 minutes. She didn't have to. She didn't have to do that drop kick. She could have just ran and bumped off the corner or something. But it is what it is. They was getting all it was gassed up in there, man. Mm-hmm. It was. I mean, the crowd was so into it. I wanted to be into it.
And the Tonga twins, they're baddies.
Oh yeah.
So they were causing poor Tiki some problems.
They whooped up on her.
They did.
They beat her down.
Trading off stomps in the corner, tag, stomps in the corner, tag, stomp. I mean,
they worked the tag. Look, check this out. All right, just hear me out. It's short. Make the tag. All right, you do a double team. Right? Okay, you got to get out the ring before the count of 5, or it's a disqualification, which they did. So what did they do? They tagged, got back in, and double teamed, and got out before the 5 count. That is utilizing rules and regulations in your favor and to show how much of a baddie you'll be because you try to work it to the last second. Mm-hmm. Usually a babyface gets up to about 2 or 3. They get one move in.
Unless they're mad.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. Another thing, I thought Tiki almost destroyed herself, which was bad, after Princess Aussie dove to the outside onto them and onto the Tonga twins, got caught. So Tiki Shimaro runs to the ropes, comes off with a tope suicida, but from the angle that it showed, it looked like she speared herself between them and into the railing. I was like, oh, she got up like, I'm hype. And I was like, you go, girl. And then her and Princess Aussie threw one of the twins in. I'll just say Chaos because
it's hard to tell them apart.
Yeah,
they do look very much alike. But
I like Chaos' name, so it was because it's like, oh, you're trying to be like Chaos. It's cute. So in any case, they roll them in, try to get the upper hand, and it didn't work because partners help out. Mm-hmm. But when they got a hold of Tiki and they would get back on offense. They got the flapjack on Tiki and they messed that up. They almost killed poor Tiki Shimoto.
And she screamed. It was a
scream. It wasn't like, oh no, you got me. It was like, oh crap.
This is it.
It was a different scream.
Yeah.
I've seen enough horror movies. I can tell the difference. B movie, C, D movie, and then the A-list movie. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
They got her, but they picked her up and dropped, and it was like Tiki couldn't figure out where and how to go with it because they didn't post up right. They didn't get it right. You got to get up on her legs, let her get up on your shoulders, and you both lift at the same time. That's why you stay close so you can feel the other one go up. And then when they get to the height, make sure you got the legs locked so they know it's not a back body drop and fall back in one swift motion. They didn't do that. So, yeah, that's what messes it up. And I've seen the Midnight Express do enough flapjacks to know. All right. I've seen it. So, but that was seemingly the end of any eras or anything like that. But then in the end, they get the finish. What was it on Princess Aussie?
No, it was on Tiki.
It was on Tiki. Okay, because she's the new girl.
Princess Aussie was laying outside where they kicked her.
Got to kick somebody somewhere. So, I guess something bad happened because they went off. Fireman's carry. The other one comes off the ropes, and then they click away. It's a jump cut, and then the move has happened. I'm like, something bad happened because the crowd won't so live. Mm-hmm. So something bad happened. So it lets you know that they're going to tape the shows, send them over, ask for the editing, or they edit it themselves, and obviously leave room and stuff for commercials. Yeah, it's probably better to be shown that way, So whatever's going on, I hope that they get these girls a little more experience because right now they seem to be the dominant tag team. So make sure they don't mess up. And look, let me go over some good things about this promotion that I'm enjoying. The crowd is in it. Mm-hmm. They got great video packages. They do a great recap in a sense on certain things when it's needed anyway. I like the small vignettes that they have for the teams. They need to not show them during team intros because it gets to a point where you can't tell the intro from the promo. And that's a bad thing, and it messes with your head anyway. It's not good, all right? Mm-hmm. If you got epilepsy, you do not need to watch that.
Yeah, it is very flashy. The ring announcer looks nice.
Yep. She's in her, Princess Stardom outfit. Mm-hmm. But she's pretty, she looks nice. She looked all happy and stuff, and she was getting the crowd into it. So right now it's a solid thing. The ring is small. The ropes are lower, so it makes sense to fit these because these women ain't 6 feet on average, or basically the lowest 5'10". No, average female height is 5'7", 5'7.5" maybe. So they got the ropes and everything just right for the size of these females and to keep a nice venue. So it's all perfect. They've got it just right. I'm hoping that this promotion, can go as well as they've been going and get even better. So we're going to just check out some more matches. If anything is interesting, we'll talk about it. If not, this is our first show of the 2022 season.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yes. All right. So there were other matches and they were fine. Tag matches, a tag match and a singles match. They were fine. Mm-hmm.
Just not inspired to say much. They did good.
I wasn't happy with the crowd noise. I don't know if y'all listen to it. It almost sounds like it's a voiceover.
Yeah, they're too live. It's nonstop.
Like the first one, I could see it. I could understand the first match. But then in the next match, they were live, but there was that kind of conversational, loud crowd thing going. Almost like a room full of people sort of murmuring to each other and then turned way up.
Then there were points where the crowd matched what was going on.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah. Like, look, keep your noise legit. If anything from a company, look, I get it. Butts in seats. Make sure everything sounds, crazy and ongoing and yada yada, and people just want to turn to it and stay there. I get it, but keep your crowd noise honest. I'm not saying that it wasn't honest. it was just hitting my ear like it wasn't honest.
Yeah.
You know, how I'm taking it don't mean that's how it was. That's just how I'm taking it. The main event, at least for what they showed anyway for the main event, was Tormenta versus the WoW champion, the Beast.
They got a nice belt.
Yeah, it's better than that plastic
right
that they had.
by the belt. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I do. These companies just don't, give as much credit to their women division, so they give them pissant belts.
Yeah, and that sucks. Give your champions belts that they can at least say, look, okay, we're proud to have this belt. This belt is awesome and stuff. And then make a clause where if you disrespect the belt, then you get fired. Screw it.
Give them a belt where it looks like if you actually hit somebody with it, it will hurt.
Yes.
Not slap them with a piece of plastic. They got to act like you dropped a brick on them.
Yes. This match, it was short. I know they're trying to get the Beast over. I get it. It's only episode 4. And like I said, we haven't seen the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
We can't find them. And there's no streaming or anything like that we can get a hold of. But other than that, the Beast, they're going to get her over. She was dominant last time. I didn't even know she wanted the belt. We didn't finish watching the YouTube episodes and stuff.
Yeah, because we realized they were old and
very old.
Very old.
And
so we just decided to wait for the reboot.
But ultimately, she did get the title. She's held the title, according to Wiki, since 2019. So at least, bottom barrel least, you can say, okay, this is, basically a 3-year champion.
Yeah.
Give or take some months. So that's good.
She looks good.
Yeah. She looks unbeatable. She looks the part.
She got these shoulders. Her deltoid muscles are incredible.
So she goes against the challenger Tormenta, and I've seen Tormenta wrestle in AAA and CMLL. I've seen her wrestle there, and my thoughts were, look, Tormenta has wrestled on some really stiff rings. All right, it's like body slamming somebody on a stack of quarters. It's brutal. So I'm like, how much damage can you really do?
They were going toe to toe for a little bit.
Yeah, they did very well. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it, but then the Beast went in. I guess she tripped, missed a spear or something, but then she got hit in the head with a Halliburton case.
Yeah, she sidestepped her and she fell onto the bottom rope and got hit in the head with a briefcase.
And that was, you could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear it. The crowd reacted immediately, so I like that. The Beast basically is a heel, but she's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. Her gimmick is what it is, but
she is beloved.
Yeah, you think she's a heel, but she's not a face either. I'll put her in that area like Benoit or somebody that's epic but neutral.
Yeah.
My goal is to just destroy. Tormenta was...
She's got a heel representation.
Yeah, and she didn't... Look, she only showed maybe 1 or 2% of what she could do in that ring. And I ain't talking about all her moves, but showing that she can really go and work a match and stuff like that. And then Reina Del Rey comes out, interrupting the match. She gets in the ring. She called out the Beast earlier after getting her win over Leia Makoa.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they both start beating up on the Beast, and the Beast was fighting back like, ain't nobody gonna just own me.
And then Tormenta started beating up on Reina Del Rey because, essentially she didn't interrupt her match. So they were all fighting up in there.
Yep. So they're gonna have a 3-way later. It's gonna be a 3-way dance. Mm-hmm. I get it. And
it was funny because Reina Del Rey had the Beast around her neck. It was holding her back, but the refs in the ring, the Beast didn't see who had her. She was over there jaw-jacking and making crazy faces at Tormenta. The whole time Reina Del Rey had her around her neck. Then she got away from her.
So, the Beast I like the Beast.
I do too.
I like her. Tormenta, I've seen her a while. I don't know how she's going to be here, but overall, when it comes to WoW, overall thoughts is that the matches are short, and that's great. Short matches. that's chef's kiss. All right. I like a long match when it's warranted. They're not warranted right now. They're building their TV audience. They're educating them, and they're trying to smash in as much as they can in one episode.
Introducing people, we got to get used to them, accustomed to them.
Yes. If I could ever talk to them, I would say this is what you need to do. All right. They do the commentary fine. Okay. They do. They need to stop the vignettes during their ring entrance. They need to stop it. Do it at the very beginning, coming out, show the little screen, show the mini movie, and then when they come out, stop it. Just stop the damn movies and let them come out, show the TV audience what the arena audience is seeing.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do, because all that flashing and stuff, man, just think about how many people can't watch your show because you're too busy flashing these bright lights in front of them.
Yeah.
So.
Put out epilepsy warning.
Yes. So, please, that's what I would say. Stop that mess. And, companies got a company, so they're not going to stop it until they get hit with a fine or somebody writes in a letter and says, I can't watch this. Me and my friends can't watch this or something. And then they say, oh, crap, okay, we'll make changes. They ain't going to do it because it makes sense. Mm-hmm. They got to be forced. So, people got to people. And commentary, how can I say this? Don't go over the top with how somebody feels or what they do and stuff. Keep it to who they are, what they do, and whatnot.
It's hard to even hear the commentary because whatever they're doing with the crowd is so loud. Every crowd's not going to be that live for every match. I didn't even really pay attention to the commentary because it was just kind of blended into the background.
Every time I hear stuff, and she does this, and it's going over the top, and then it's adding stuff that don't need to be added. And that's when I could actually understand what was going on. And I'm like, that doesn't really match what I see. And so not doing the play-by-play, but just saying stuff. It's not needed. Certain things aren't needed. But other than this, honestly, it's better than AEW. It is. By and large, it's better. You see the wrestling skill. You can see that they got skill. You can see that they know some fundamentals, some basics, and stuff like that. They're selling the moves. They're fighting back. It's a struggle in that ring. Nobody holds back. Everyone is going forward with everything. Some people got to come up and learn a little bit more so that these certain little mistakes don't happen, because the two matches that we didn't talk about, there were quite a few bit of mistakes in there. And, everyone's going to get better if they listen to mentors and watch their footage and see what they did wrong and see what they can improve on and talk to others. They can improve
quickly.
Yes. So it's going to take time, and I'm easily able to give them that time. I just hope that they actually take the time to learn from their mistakes and improve. But right now, WoW is something I can stick with. Going on, if this is the worst that WoW will produce, then I'm going to be able to stick with the rest of it.
Agreed.
I wasn't bored. I wasn't annoyed, and I didn't feel insulted. I enjoyed what I watched. Cedra enjoyed what she watched.
Yeah.
I hope that you watched this and enjoyed what you watched. And I hope you enjoyed listening to us. It's been Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.